Finally, we get another episode that is all about Marge. Brush with Greatness is pretty interesting for several reasons. One, because we get to learn more about Marge as an individual, not just as a mother and wife, but also because Mr. Burns is particularly fascinating in this one. This is the 18th episode of the second season, directed by Jim Reardon, originally aired in April 1991. And in this one, Marge realizes her dream of becoming a painter by taking classes and rekindling that artist within herself. There is a very obvious, fantastic bit with an amazing guest star, Ringo Starr. And just in case you haven't seen the episode, I won't say exactly how Ringo Starr fits into it, but I love how they animated him. Obviously, Ringo Starr voicing in this was brilliant, and I thought it was a really lovely touch and something that I don't know what came first. They persuaded Ringo Starr to guest voice and then incorporated Marge's artistic aspect, or did they have the story and then found a way to fit Ringo Starr in? I don't know. I'd love to know the creative process they went through to create this episode and get Ringo Starr on board, but obviously that is pretty awesome, and I'd say our first real big name guest starring. Of course, over the years there are many other big guest stars, and Marge has to paint Mr. Burns. And she's having a lot of problems with this because she's finding it difficult to capture his essence. And there are a lot of really entertaining scenes where he's posing in front of the easel and he's being a very horrible person, of course. And it's entertaining to watch, but you can see Marge's frustration. What will the painting look like in the end? There is a lot of anticipation surrounding that, and we don't really get any glimpse of it in the run-up. And that's something that I felt was really exciting. They kept the pacing of that really good. Homer is also trying to lose weight, so we do have a side story for Homer. And it is quite sweet because he actually seems to care and he wants to be fitter and healthier. Not necessarily the best of efforts, but he puts some effort in. One of my favourite bits is when he goes to grab the can of squirty cream and Marge's reaction. It seemed over the top, but you know, it's a genuine thing. If you cut out sugar from your diet and then you have a bit of sugar, all of a sudden your body wants all of the sugar again. So Marge's reaction was seemingly over the top, but actually pretty decent. I really enjoyed this episode. I love that we get to look at Marge in a new way and understand more about who she is as a person and what her background was like. The illustration, animation of younger Patty and Selma I thought was very, very cute. We also get to look at younger Marge, of course. Really thoroughly enjoyed it from start to finish. Brush with Greatness is fabulous. Great voice acting, of course, as always. Love the animation style. Interesting narrative that's very well developed. I have zero complaints about this one.